Hey everyone, LordMas here with another changelog video on FFS. Today showing the changes of version 1.5. 1.5 is available for Minecraft 1.8.9 and 1.9, just so you guys know. And basically the main feature that came in 1.5 is only available in 1.8.9. Mainly due to the reason that there are no real energy mods on 1.9. Yeah, that's a downside. So yeah. Let's quickly get to it. I have a new block here called the Metaphaser. Crafted like this: iron ingots, like 4 iron ingots, 4 iron bars, and 1 redstone comparator. Problem with this comparator, yeah, words. Problem with this is basically this is a recipe that was already there on the tank computer, which is now changed to a block of redstone instead. We wanted to have this from the very beginning, but somehow we ended up with the comparator and just left it in. So yeah. This is just like another tank valve, like the fluid one, which means it can actually enable tanks if you right click it. So to get to it, basically you guys voted on stuff that we should add, and the second place of that, like the outcome of that, the second place was some sort of fluid energy, which is what we are actually bringing to you now. As you can see, I just activated this tank. I can look into it. It also has a button for Metaphaser extract, which is actually the auto extract. You can still lock fluids in there. So yeah, how does this work? I basically just put a, for example, coal generator from our F-tools here. Coal in there. Of course, this is just filled up real quick because this is my developer environment and I wanted to show you off the extract feature in a second. So usually it is slow, like a slow input. Technically, let me just quickly show you that with the slower input. I will, in this case, turn that back to 0 on both ends, so that it's not applying the 500 times thing. So now, basically filling up with the 60 RF per tick. Yeah. So yeah, filling up. Slowly though, and I basically need it fast to show off the extract stuff. So let's say we actually have a full tank now. The conversion ratio of input is 1:1. So if you input 128,000 RF, that means you get 128,000 millibuckets of metaphase flux, which is basically the fluid energy. We wanted to call it metaphase flux because, well, metaphase flux and the Metaphaser are actually good names. Drocus came up with it. He also made the textures for it, which really look gorgeous, if I may say that so, both in the tank and in the GUI. So that's the input. It actually works with everything that allows for power to input. So for example, I could just put a golden pipe here and the emerald kinesis pipe. With the coal generator here, it would work as well. But how do we extract this now? So let's just say we have a power cell here and these 2 pipes. Yeah, nothing's working because we need to set this to input and it's still not working. Why is that? Because this needs to be set to auto extract, or you apply a special, like you apply force to this, or you use Ender.io pipes, which apparently don't really work. I mean, they do work, but Ender.io. There. Could also just use this, but they're a bit broken, so if I just quickly... So remember, this is not set to auto output. If I set this one to extract now though, and redstone mode means always active, like not extracting anything. Broken. Active with signal is not doing anything either. Active without is not doing anything either. So basically you have always active, but like, yeah, I need to set this to extract. As you can see, I extracted everything and the power cell now has energy, but it only has 96,000 of RF. Which is basically the downside. The input is without any loss. The output, however, has a 25% loss, or let's say a minimum of 25%. This one went fast because it actually allowed 20,000 RF per ticks. If we, however, grab For example, let me just rebuild this power cell here. Let's put some energy in again with some coal. Come on, coal in there. Okay. So if we, this would be the same result. Basically the kinesis, the emerald kinesis pipe. I don't know if this will actually, yeah, this yields to 96,000 as well. But I've been experiencing something with the other buildcraft pipe. If I just try this out, let's replace this with input. There's buildcraft pipes. Wooden kinesis one. Okay. This to auto extract. As you can see, the energy is going in way slower. It's still traversing, and that's really nice animated, by the way. I wonder, will this actually reach 96,000? Because if it does, yeah, see, it reaches a bit more than that, so it's around there. The other point is that quickly need to put some energy in again. Okay. Now I need to do something else. So let's grab the wooden pipe. Let's grab a was it redstone energy, redstone engine, and a torch, and quickly change something because something is not properly working. Oh, we actually got that already. Sweet. So if I apply it like this now, you see it's slowly draining the energy. I would leave this running now. This would probably end up in less energy, so around like 55,000 or so. This like a bit, I don't know. At least I had that issue before. I don't know if it's still there. Shouldn't be, because in theory if you have like, well, then again, if you have 1 RF and it's always applying the 0.75, it might be a bit broken. But yeah, in theory it should always give you 75% or a bit more, as you saw. So that's basically that. You can now, these also traverse, so if I would say, okay, I'm grabbing a valve, and I grab a emerald fluid pipe and a gold fluid pipe and a gate, and would apply this one here, so I have the stuff in there. Let's just say we're gonna build another tank. Oh, that's convenient, kind of. Remember I had that open somewhere. Quickly build a small tank here. Small quotation marks. Just to quickly show you off how that would work. So grab a piece of glass, put it here, grab tank valve. Okay. So now we have another 64 bucket tank here, and put this one up there. Now we set this, no, we don't set this to auto output. We'll actually say if fluid is in tank, then apply energy pulse. As you can see, it's also traveling in the pipes, which is a good thing, because that is what we actually intended it for. The point is, you can't use a bucket on this. There's no bucket that allows you to store metaphase flux, basically in tanks only, or fluid handlers by that matter of fact. And yeah, so that's the fluid energy, or rather metaphase flux, that you guys wanted. The other thing that is basically also requested by some people, and it wasn't really voted that high up, but it wasn't that difficult to implement. I never really came around to do it though. Basically, as you can see, when you hover over a tank, it shows you this nice overlay, which is made by Dralkus as well. Props to him. After a while, it's then fading away. So basically now it's not showing it anymore. If I would go for this, yeah, see? Now it's showing it anymore, showing it again. If I look at it and look away, if I continue to look at every other block, it's staying longer, obviously. Same for this tank. As you can see, there's the animated thing. It's configurable in the config. You can just disable it if you don't like it. It's enabled by default though, and I mean, it's not as ugly as the one from the other mod that you guys might remember and associate this one with. So there's that. Let's put this one away. Put fluid back in tank. So yeah, that much to this, and that basically concludes the 1.5 changelog, metaphase flux, and the tank overlay. Also a small side note, 1.7 support is now completely dropped. I'm not even not even supporting it in terms of bug fixes anymore. It's just too much of a hassle to support both all three things, like 1.7, 1.8, and 1.9 at the same time. 1.8 and 1.9 will be supported from now on, even though I'm pretty sure that we'll drop support in terms of new features for 1.8 in the near future as well, in favor of 1.9. Like, there's not really a need. There's no need to stay on 1.7 these days, unless for the mods that you really care for example, thermal expansion. And I have the feeling with all these mods that recently rushed in to 1.9, there's no need for 1.8 mods anymore that much. But yeah, this one is basically there for the energy mods in 1.8, and I hope you enjoy it. And in that case, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy playing with the mod like from the very beginning. Build insane tanks, use them for whatever fluid you want, and take care.